And joining us on the program to talk more on the importance of how a clean environment can help reduce the continued spread of Lassa fever in the country is the National President, Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Samuel Akingbenyi. Welcome to News Across Nigeria.
Good afternoon.
Now, we all know that but first, let's begin by asking you, how important is a clean environment as a preventive measure against Lassa fever?
Oh, well, the clean environment is actually the key, is the way to go. It's an essential way to ensure health of the public. If you have maintained a clean environment, definitely you have gotten rid of those agents of diseases, the vectors and the causative agents of disease themselves.
And in this
so when
case,
it comes to this Lassa fever,
yeah,
you know, clean environment will know definitely that the main vector, the veritable vehicle by which Lassa fever is spread to man, is the species of rat that is called Mastomys natalensis. And if you know, a dirty
that's the
environment,
rat that's responsible. That's a particular,
that is the particular
carrier of Lassa
the
fever.
Reservoir of infection, Lassa fever.
Yeah.
And if, you know, a very dirty environment attracts rats, bushy environment attracts rats, waste, overfilled waste and accumulated waste of all description attracts rats. So definitely when you keep your environment clean, you block rat runs around your house.
Let me come in here. Of course, our condolences to the families of those who've lost their lives, the health workers as well, especially not a very unfortunate thing to have loss of life in a preventable disease such as this. You're an environmental health official.
Yeah.
What's the role of environmental health officials in the country? Is that something that has been overlooked as far as this is concerned? Is it the same as sanitary inspectors? Have they failed in ensuring that there should be proper dissemination of information concerning Lassa fever? Well,
generally, the roles of environmental officers is to carry out inspection, detect nuisances that are capable of enhancing the spread of diseases. When we prevent disease, definitely they don't come into human body. And we know definitely that prevention is better than cure. If environmental health officers are in enough quantity, I mean, you have the workforce that is enough to take care of the people. According to the WHO ratio, that one environmental officer should take care of 8,000 of the population.
What's the case in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, let me tell you, let me take one state, for instance.
Yes.
Lagos State, where we are right now, is over 22 million in population.
Right.
And now you have less than 500 environmental health officers. You will just suppose that you're going to be looking at one health officer taking care of about 50,000 people. And the implication is, if on China's television avenue, you see one environmental health officer, before you can see him revisit, it's going to be like a year again. So this will make me to make a clear call to the federal government and to all the states of the federation that there is the need actually to put these people on the job and let them take care of the populace. So we won't be playing lip service to environmental sanitation. These are professionals in that field, and if they are actually put on the field, definitely we're going to have a better, healthier environment.
So that possibly could have affected the outcome of the beginning of the outbreak of this disease. Yeah. And speaking of which, speaking of which, one of the things about Lassa fever that is one should mention is it's asymptomatic in the first place, and it mimics later on the symptoms of other diseases like malaria. Yeah. So someone who has Lassa fever will have the symptoms of malaria.
Of malaria, yes.
And in that case, after you're infected by the rat, then you infect other people.
Other people.
You know, so tell us some more on how Nigerians can be made more aware of the need to keep their environments clean and hygienic.
The importance of living in a hygienic environment cannot be overemphasized. Let me tell you, by the time you maintain a healthy, hygienic environment, personal hygiene, you are doing yourself good to ensure that your health is taken care of. Now, if your environment is not clean as to have attracted rats, you leave your food items uncovered, you left your refuse exposed, definitely you are inviting the vectors of various diseases, including this rat that is capable of transmitting Lassa fever to you. How do we get it from the rat? It is through their droppings, rat feces, rat urines, on your raw food, on your leftover food, in your table, in the kitchen, in the markets where food items are being exposed for human
We'll just have to stop you there, though, for reasons of time. Thank you so much, Dr. Samuel Akingbeyi, the National President of the Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria. Thank you for coming on news across Nigeria. And if you do want to get in touch with the Center for Disease Control with information or assistance or help, the NCDC, you can reach them on these numbers which we're showing on your screen.